NBC News is reporting that about 75,000 federal workers have accepted the resignation offer, more than they had a few days ago, but far, far, far less than the target. What's going to happen now?
Well, this is the most important part of this conversation. You're mentioning this idea that the number is so much lower than the normal attrition rate is in a normal year for the federal government, right?
Okay, can you just say that again? Because people look at this and they think like, oh my gosh, I work at NBC News, I work at JP Morgan. Imagine Monday comes and 75,000 people resign. That's not it. The federal government has attrition every year.
About 5% of the federal workforce,
yes.
Which is not what this is. But this is one of the most interesting parts about this type of politics that we're in right now, because when you look at this buyout offer, as they called it a buyout, it's not really a buyout. It's kind of a, we promise to pay you to not work, but we don't really know. Like, this stuff was all based around the idea that the federal workforce was full of lazy people who wanted to quit at the first sign of having to do work of any kind. First it was, we're going to make them all go back to the office, they're all going to quit. Then it was, we're going to do this buyout, they're all going to take it. Those numbers have not shown up. And so that is what is and so what we're seeing actually now is they have to turn towards actually directly firing people, trying to find people to get rid of them. But their basic sort of take, the Musk basic sort of take on the federal workforce, that it was just kind of ready to be pushed out as soon as he showed up, that has not manifested itself. And it's a really interesting part of this early Trump administration.
When I watch the press secretary Leavitt talk about it, I'm always scratching my head because she's kind of dogging on government workers like they're these lazy losers. And to the best of my knowledge, at the ripe age of 27, I'm pretty sure she's always worked in government. So I'm like, what is this person's private sector, career that they were crushing it, working 180 hours a week? So many of these people have devoted their lives to our government. Let's talk about somebody else in government. Zelensky. What do you make of President Trump and Vladimir Putin potentially having peace talks, how they're going to resolve the war in Ukraine without Zelensky in the conversation?
I mean, it's totally unclear, right? This has been a major campaign promise from Donald Trump the whole way through, right? He wants to be the person to end the war in Ukraine. And I don't think it's a coincidence we're talking about this now, right after we just had a situation where the president and Vladimir Putin exchanged hostages today in a deal that, as the Trump administration is spinning, we didn't give up, the most serious killer that we had from Russia in our custody or one of our allies, right? We gave up someone who was, they were in trouble for crypto, and we made them give up their digital assets. So, they're going into these negotiations with a sense of, we're going to get something done and we're not going to get rolled, right?
But can we be honest for a minute?
Get across.
Right. When Mark Fogel came home last night, we didn't hear about the prisoner exchange. We didn't hear about it until today, when 80% of the people who focus on this are on to the next story. And to say, oh, he's not such a criminal, being a cyber criminal, being involved in crypto, this is super important right now.
It's super important. And I think what this signals is that the Trump administration is going to give Putin what they want. And ahead of these negotiations, we already see it. They walked into these Ukraine peace talks by saying, we're going to take two of the main concession points that we would right off the table. This is supposed to be the art of the deal guy, right? And he's coming here saying NATO membership's off the table. You cannot have your 2014 land allocation.
And it's a huge shift. That's a huge shift from what America's position has been for years.
Exactly. And so what they're coming in here and doing is, you would think that Hegseth was the lead negotiator for Putin, right? Coming in here right out the bat, taking these concessions off the table, that destroys our leverage going into these talks. Zelensky's not even going to be involved in this first round, apparently. And what we're seeing is, I think if I'm Putin, I'm thinking my 2016 bet, all those troll farms, everything I did to help Donald is really paying off right now. That's where my head would be at.
I would say there's no greater indication of how the Republican Party has changed in these two administrations than this Ukraine issue. I mean, the last time, that Republicans were talking about this, they were fighting with each other about this. Mitch McConnell was running the Senate. He was very invested in trying to get this, aid to Ukraine, which again, of course, is like fighting against Russia, a traditional United States adversary. This huge policy shift away, not only, as you mentioned, from Ukraine, who we made promises to, but also to our European allies in NATO that we've been sort of making promises to for 80 years or something now. it is sort of going over without much controversy inside the Congress at all. And that is a really amazing shift and change in just the way that entire party is viewing the role of the United States in the world. I mean, this was a really thing that they actually fought a lot about this not long ago. And now the more that Trump is doing stuff that Hegg just said today, you're just not seeing senators come out and be really annoyed by it.
All right, let's talk about
I was going to say, no, to bounce off what Evan's saying, like, you're not even really seeing that from Democrats, though, either. There's so much happening right now that something as major as this, and, you know, let's say Donald Trump was president 2 years ago. They made all these announcements about their plan to end the war in Ukraine, and it involved Russia keeping Ukrainian territory. There would be a firestorm in Congress. You would see people lighting up the floor, people giving floor speeches. It would take up an entire day's news cycle. But there's about 15 other things right now that deserves our attention, and so this is getting kind of buried.
Okay, here's one buried, that the president, again, is attacking the Department of Education, right? Calling it a con job. Can he, and listen, there are millions of parents across this country frustrated, unhappy with public education. They're looking, especially since COVID, of how so many students are falling behind or failing completely. But can the president simply do away with the Department of Education without Congress? I mean, what was it, 2 nights ago, we actually played Schoolhouse Rock as a reminder that at one point we had 3 separate but equal branches of government.
I mean, he can't, right? He can't do it without an act of Congress, but they're going to try to do something that at least looks like they're getting rid of the Department of Education, right? Dwindling it down, draining it of resources. They're going to find a way to do 1,000 paper cuts that end up cutting it down in some way, or they will act quickly and they'll see how it plays out in court, which has been a strategy for a lot of the stuff they've done so far.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be one of the weirdest job interviews ever when Linda McMahon goes to get this this job as Secretary of Education.
Let's be clear. She wanted to be Commerce Secretary, right? At the 11th hour, when Howard Lutnick didn't get Treasury Secretary, he hip-checked her. She ended up at the Department of Ed, and now there's almost no Department of Ed.
Which she has to shut down.
You better be careful. Yeah. She knows how to wrestle.
I mean, we have reporting and notice today about Democratic senators. You know, sometimes the questions just sort of write themselves, and in this case, they're just going to ask her, like, do you really want to do this? Like, I mean, you're coming in here to turn this off, I guess. Like, what is the point? But to Alan's point, she has sort of indicated that they're going to sort of USAID this thing to a certain degree.
Okay.
Trim people down, fire people, shut stuff down. You know, that's the sort of plan.
Do you think that's why this administration went for USAID first, right? There will be a lot more pushback from Americans, from parents, for families against, you know, ransacking basically the Department of Ed. But USAID, there's scores of people who don't care about politics, who, for good reason or not, don't feel great about foreign aid. They feel like until we are serving every single American, we should not spend a penny abroad. Is that why this administration chose USAID first, to create the blueprint or the template for themselves? Exactly.
Yeah, they went there, they're dismantling this agency, and they're going to use that same model to try to take on the Department of Education, to try to take on these other models. And like I said before, you know, Project 2025, I feel like the boy who cried wolf, but the wolf was real. Like, I mean, this is that strategy, not only to dismantle these agencies, but then to reshape them and use them as a tool. So with the Department of Education, they're not just shutting it down. Trump specifically says he wants to kind of keep the Title I funding to use as a cudgel against school districts that teach CRT, right? So, for example, civil rights history. So he wants to now use
American history.
American history.
Yes, like, let's be clear, civil rights history is American history.
Preach,
yes.
Preach. That is true. American history, and he wants to basically use the Education Department as a tool. So they're dismantling it and then reshaping these agencies as tools for their own use, not just an outright dismantling.